This week on Vallo Vision News, out with the old and in with the new. UM's new secure Wi-Fi network is now up and running. We'll tell you the steps you'll need to take to connect your devices to Falcon.
This week marks 50 years since Martin Luther King's assassination. See how his legacy is continuing to inspire change across the country. Vallo Vision News starts right now.
Hello and welcome to Vallo Vision News. I'm Joseph Markell.
And I am Monique O'Neill. Thank you so much for joining us.
UM has upgraded its Wi-Fi to be more secure and now requires all online devices to register before they can use the new Wi-Fi on campus. To enroll your device, first connect to UM Connect in your Wi-Fi settings, then open a browser and go to xps.montevallo.edu to accept terms and conditions and register your device. Log in using your forum username and password. For assistance, contact the Solution Center or visit them in the bottom floor of Carmichael Library.
Advising for the fall 2018 semester is underway. Each UM student must meet with their advisor before registering. Registration opens for graduate students next Monday, April 9th. Seniors can register on Wednesday, April 11th. Junior registration opens Friday, April 13th. Sophomores can begin registering on Tuesday, April 17th. Freshman registration opens Thursday, April 19th. Registration opens at 7 a.m. on those days. Distracted driving tops the list of the growing dangers on the road.
That's according to a new AAA Foundation for Traffic Safety poll. It shows that 88% of drivers surveyed believe distracted driving is on the rise. 49% of drivers polled admitted to recently talking on a handheld phone while driving, while 35% said they sent a text or email behind the wheel.
The so-called Affluenza teen is out of jail. 20-year-old Ethan Couch was released from a Texas jail Monday morning. Couch served nearly 2 years for violating his probation. You might remember him better from a 2013 case in which a psychologist testified that he was a victim of affluenza, a product of wealthy, privileged parents who never set limits for him. In June 2013, Couch drove a pickup truck while driving drunk and crashed into 4 pedestrians, killing them. Prosecutors wanted Couch to serve 20 years in jail, but he was sentenced only to probation.
Schools in Kentucky and Oklahoma are closing because of protests from their teachers. In Kentucky, educators marched to the state capitol, protesting a controversial bill that passed the state legislature last week, which makes large changes to the state's pension system. After that bill passed, teachers called out of work last Friday, causing school closures across the state. Meanwhile, teachers in Oklahoma are rallying for more education funding and salaries. Several school districts across the state are closed because of the dispute, including Oklahoma City Public Schools.
Conservative commentator Laurel Ingraham is taking a break from her Fox News show, for a week's vacation. She made the announcement when she signed off Friday evening, calling it an Easter break with her kids. The week-long break comes as her show, The Ingraham Angle, lost more than a dozen advertisers. The host sent a tweet mocking David Hogg, a high school student who has become a voice for gun control after the deadly school shooting in Parkland, Florida last month. Hogg then urged his Twitter followers to contact Ingraham's advertisers.
I think my biggest takeaway from this is when somebody, no matter who somebody is, no matter how big or powerful they may seem, a bully is a bully, and it's important that you stand up to them.
Ingraham apologized last Thursday, but it didn't stop some advertisers from abandoning her show. A Fox News spokesperson said the week-long absence was pre-planned. This White House picture is drawing backlash on social media as many voiced their criticism for the White House's predominantly white class of spring 2018 interns. Many online couldn't help but point out the apparent lack of diversity in the 91-member class. The White House did not respond to CNN's request for comment.
A nation remembers as we approach the anniversary of the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Nearly 50 years later, Dr. King's legacy continues on through the lives of those who knew and fought alongside him, and those who aspire to carry on his passion for change. Omar Jimenez reports.
50 years since Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated at the Lorraine Motel in Memphis, Tennessee, and decades later, his legacy still carries on. From his granddaughter at the March for Our Lives.
We are going to be a great generation.
to the students at his alma mater.
It's inspiring. It demonstrates to our students that you can be 19, 20, 21 years old and begin your legacy now.
I called him ML because we grew up together.
As a Morehouse College student in 1960, Lonnie King Jr., no relation, remembers organizing sit-ins in Atlanta among the students there, and he remembers getting Dr. King to join them.
My point was that this is your hometown, and you're internationally known. You help us put this thing on the front pages of the world, not just Atlanta. Shock this town to its very core.
8 years later, the news of King's assassination reverberated through Atlanta as it did across the world. Lonnie was in a meeting and got handed a note.
The note said that Dr. King has been shot in Memphis. I got this call from Coretta King asking me to handle the logistics for the funeral. There wasn't a single incident at all. But I think there was no incident because of people's respect for King.
It's respect that's persisted.
It's an interesting moment in the history of the country, and many of the things that Dr. King talked about in his time are still issues and debates that we're struggling with today.
All stemming from a man and from a movement that helped shape one of the most significant chapters in American history. I'm Omar Jimenez reporting.
Remember, there's always more news 24/7 on our social media pages.
Just search for Vallo Vision News on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for more stories throughout the week. Still ahead on Vallo Vision News, ever wish you could be paid for watching Netflix? Well, this might be your chance. Find out how to become a professional binge watcher.
Plus, there's a new movie in the #1 spot at the box office. Stick around to see how Steven Spielberg's Ready Player One fared this weekend. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Vallo Vision News.
Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg is firing back at Apple CEO Tim Cook. Cook blasted the social media giant for failing to protect user data. Facebook has admitted that data firm Cambridge Analytica accessed and improperly stored massive amounts of that data. Cook also questioned Facebook's practice of monetizing user data and called for more social media regulation. In an interview with Vox, Zuckerberg said that criticism was unfounded. He said an advertiser-supported model was the only way to continue building a service that is free for Facebook users.
Now's your chance to binge watch Netflix and get paid for it. The company is looking to hire people to view, categorize, and rate their shows and movies. The position calls for people who are passionate about television and film and are deadline-oriented. The job is called editorial analyst and is now up on their website. No word yet on what the position pays. So would you be a Netflix binge watcher?
I would, because I binge watch already.
Oh, well, I can't sit still for like more than 45 minutes, so I think I wouldn't really like it.
Steven Spielberg's Ready Player One topped the box office this weekend, giving the director his biggest weekend opening in a decade. The film made just over $41 million over the weekend and just over $53 million if you include receipts from his debut Thursday night. Ready Player One can now boast the 5th largest Easter opening ever. The last time a Spielberg movie made this much money on its opening weekend was in 2008 with Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Lost Crystal Skull. Tyler Perry's Acrimony took the #2 spot with just over $17 million. Black Panther came in the third with just over $11 million. It currently holds the record for the 5th largest domestic release of all time.
If you're watching us on Monday, it's National Peanut Butter and Jelly Day. According to nationaldaycalendar.com, the average American eats more than 2,000 PB&J sandwiches by the time they graduate from high school. In the early 1900s, peanut butter was considered high class and could only be found in the finest New York City tea rooms. But a few decades later, the price of peanut butter dropped and it became a favorite with children.
That's all the time we have for today's show. Remember, there's more campus and community news on our website.
Just head over to vallovisionnews.wordpress.com to see stories from mass communication student reporters throughout the week. Thanks for watching, and be sure to tune in to Vallo Vision News again next week.